Hello Simplifiers, Diana with Dinah Simplifies here. The bells are ringing. It's 5 p.m. here on a Sunday. I've been planning on making this video for hours and I kind of wanted to get it up today, but I guess it'll be Monday, which is fine. I've had some drama. I mean, I didn't used to have this much drama. I don't know. I don't understand what's going on. But this is my, right here, this is my cedar chest and we're gonna go through this today. So let's go ahead and do that. This is the bedroom. We went through this, oh, you can't see unless I move out of the way. The bedside table right there, you can barely see it past the bed. We went through that a couple weeks ago. And then when I did a cleaning video, we went through a piece of furniture over here, very small, and I decluttered most of what was in there. Now I'm sitting here looking at a spider web under a piece of furniture. Well, I need to get after that. But let's go ahead and do this. I am in she keeps changing the name. I wish she'd leave the name alone. It's confusing. The Minimal Mom membership group is what it's called now. And I think she's going to change it to something like minimal. Well, she's already the Minimal Mom. Why would she change? I don't know. Look, I don't know. She's changing it to something. I don't know. And I'm not a minimalist. But anyway, I think she's changing the name to something more about minimalism. But don't quote me. Anyway, I think we're doing trash bag therapy this weekend. There's always weekend challenges. A lot of times I don't do them. Honestly, right now, I haven't been doing a lot because life just gets in the way sometimes. So I just want to go through this one thing. I'm just doing a little at a time with decluttering right now, but she's doing a trash bag challenge. And all I have to do is put some stuff in a trash bag and you can donate it or throw it away or give it away, whatever you want to do, sell it if you want to sell it. I don't sell anything. But anyway, let's just get started. Okay, right off the bat. Okay, these are the shams that go with the comforter that's on here, and I never use shams. Let's see, what is this? Okay, I didn't know I had this many. Okay, this is, let's see. The bells are just gonna go crazy. They're going on and on and on. I hope it's not annoying. It annoys me, but I know Melinda likes it, so hopefully Melinda's happy. It drives me nuts. These were my sheets that I loved. I kept the pillowcases because they were not torn up. The sheets kept tearing, and they were still under warranty, so they gave me a whole new set, and it also tore up. And I was like, well, I will never buy sheets from y'all again because that's insanity. We've never torn sheets up this fast. I mean, occasionally you'll get a tear in something, but this was crazy. Okay, so I thought there was more in here. This is already pretty minimal. I should have looked in here before I started the video. I bought this and it's so warm, and because of hot flashes and stuff, I hardly ever need this, and Spencer gets hot actually at night too. So, I don't really want to get rid of it because sometimes we do have crazy temperatures. We had, not last year, but the year before, it was like -18 wind chill. And I don't personally recall us ever having that. I'm not saying we haven't had it. I just didn't remember it. And that's, I was out with Ranger, having to walk him. It was a nightmare. I do not like the cold. I don't want it to be zero. So the temperature was around zero and the wind chill was so bad, so it was -18. But we're not Chicago. We don't have that here. That's just not a thing down here. So I was shocked when it happened. So I actually don't want to get rid of this. I have not been using it, but I just really, it's one of those things that, do I need it? Not really. And then there's the shams for that. And really the only reason I'm keeping this is because when I do declutter it, I want the shams to go with it in case the person would want them. So that's really the only reason I'm keeping those. Okay, there's my quilt. I may pull my quilt out of here. I was thinking, gosh, there's almost nothing in here. This blanket is a really nice blanket, so I'm not getting rid of this. I only have a couple of really good blankets. One is the one that's on this bed, and one is this one. And we have 2 beds, so I'm not getting rid of that good. That's a really nice blanket I've had for years and years. I'm not getting rid of that. This is my quilt. When I opened this, I was like, where did my quilt go? So it's still in here. And this is the opposite side, so it's reversible, but this is not the side that I usually used. And I think I'm going to take this maybe quilt off, maybe not right now or today, but sometime. Tell you what I probably could get rid of. This is beautiful, but I could probably get rid of this. Let me think about that. It's just a huge Afghan. It's just not something I need. I really haven't used that in years and years and years. And probably only use it for decoration when I did use it. Now I did keep, okay, let's see. I did keep some random pillowcases, which honestly, I don't know if I need, because I didn't know I had 3 of those others. I actually have 4 of those blue pillowcases and I'm using 1. So I have, this is a random one. I actually still like that one. This I think actually goes with a set of sheets, I think in the other room. So I don't want to get rid of that because I think that actually goes with something. This goes with the set of sheets I had in college. I feel like I've done this on film before. Y'all may have seen that. I remember me saying that was my sheets from college. And then these are just, I cleaned for a lady that made me pillowcases, and they're so cute. Let me just show you. She embroidered these, and it's so cute. And I used these for a long time. So it's not like I would never use it again. I probably would. I'm just not right now. So I have several of those in different patterns. These all kind of look. I don't know if it's the material or what, but these are all kind of not, I don't know if you, yeah, I can see how there's like stuff stuck to it. I guess I could just pull it off. But the material is real knotty feeling, not comfortable. I think I'll get rid of these too, because I've got 2 of the same exact, it's a very cute pattern, but I used these for a long time and they just feel like, it feels like polyester that just knotted up, if I'm being honest. That's really what it feels like. I don't like polyester anyway. It's not my thing. So let's get rid of those. These all look nice. None of these are like that. This one's real pretty. This one's really soft too. I use this for a long time. It's really soft. But I don't know why I only have 1. That's weird. Or is that what this is? This is the other one. No, that's just a plain white one. I can get rid of these because these are the microfiber and I hated those, and I got rid of the sheets. I must not have realized these were in here. I don't know why I wouldn't have gotten rid of that, but, and this pink one, I'm gonna get rid of that because it's just kind of ratty looking. This white one's okay. I don't really have a problem with that. I think I bit my tongue or something, so I'm having a hard time talking. It sounds like I got a retainer in, but that's not what's happening. I'm just having a problem because I bit my tongue. I have a place on my tongue and it hurts real bad. Okay, so let me just fold these back up neatly, put them back in. Okay, so I do have, on the other bed, I do have several pillows, and so in case I need to pull something from in here, I will have it. Okay, there's the green one. I think I'm gonna put the green one in that bedroom. That green one I mentioned, I'm gonna put it somewhere else because I think it goes with that. Some sheets that are in there, and if I figure out that's not the case, I might not keep it. I do like this. I guess I only kept 1, or it's on the other bed maybe. I don't know. Okay, so my quilt is in here at the bottom. Oh gosh, I didn't mean to do that. I just tear up something. Okay, now my mother. This is stuff that I kept. Because my mother put it in here for me, but okay. So little pink socks. I just, I've never used any of this or cared about any of this. I mean, it's really cute, but what in the world would I do with it? I don't know if these were all mine or not. I'm clueless. I do not know. The other question is, would Goodwill want little vintage outfits like this? I don't know. It's really cute. Long sleeve. She might have made some of this. I don't know. That's cute. It's all cute, but what would I do with that? This one was not made because it just says made in the USA. It's very sweet. Same thing, it was made in the USA. Of course, because back then everything was. This one's funny. And I collected turtle stuff forever and ever. I still have some turtle stuff, so that's kind of funny. I could frame that one. I mean, a shadow box would be kind of cool, and it's in good shape. I'm surprised it's not moldy. Everything in this house molded. That is really cute. The fact that's a turtle, maybe I'll keep that one. Then of course the elastic is, well, the elastic is working a little bit. Surprisingly, these are little plastic kind of diaper things. I guess it went with this, maybe. I don't know, is that the same color? Maybe not, I don't know. No, it's not really the same pink, I guess. I don't know. This is cute. Oh, it's got the little, I remember looking through here a lot, but you know, just looking to see, what is this? The elastic is definitely out in these. You would think, since I'm 56, the elastic would be long, long, long gone. You know, if I had dolls, I could maybe use these as doll clothes. Now this Mother made, and there's a picture of me somewhere in this dress, and it is darling. But what I would rather have than the dress is the picture of me in the dress. It's just darling. So I think I wore this when I was around 6. I'm having a hard time talking because of this thing in my mouth. Anyway, I don't know when that happens, but it hurts. Okay, this one I actually remember, she made me a bunch of these little culotte type of things with the little tops, and I remember I don't remember wearing them, but I remember because Dad, see, it's like that. So cute. And it has the little buttons right here. Because Dad had a movie camera, and he would show us our home movies, and I would be running around in an outfit just like this. So, or like this, or this one, or some other ones that she made me. These still have this elastic. I can't believe the elastic held that long. It's so cute. It's really still cute. And I still love pandas. It's darling. There might be somebody out there that would want these. Now this one's got a little stain on it. Some of that moldy looking stuff. I don't know. I feel like putting it in a box and putting it in a bag and just giving it to Goodwill, and you know, there might be somebody out there that's looking for a little vintage something, you know? People do. A lot of people go to Goodwill looking for vintage stuff. Oh, that's like the little diaper thing. So cute. Oh my gosh, that's adorable. I thought there were only 2 or 3 dresses. I've forgotten it was this many, so this is a lot more than I thought. It's starting to pile up here. Okay. Cute as a button. That's cute. This has got some stains on it too. That's sad. Oh, I hate that. I hate it. I hate it. Oh, this is cute. It's like a little, it's a little dress thing with giraffes. Is that what that is? Giraffes? Yeah. What does this say? Hanes, it says. So cute. And then this is another one of those things that she made. And it's got the little lace all the way around. I don't know where the bottoms, I don't see the bottoms to that. And then here's another, these are little overall things. Cute. Oh, these are cute. But, you know, I just don't, I didn't have kids. What in the world would I do with this stuff? I just think I should just give it away. Oh, there's the little bottoms to that little outfit. I need to put it, scooch it further down because it goes right here. Oh, don't fall, don't fall, don't fall. This is cute. They're all precious. There might be somebody that would want it. I just don't know, you know? They moved our Goodwill drop-off, so now I gotta go. I think it's really close, so I just gotta figure out exactly where it is. This one looks like it's a little bit bigger, so I was older. I don't remember this from pictures or anything though. It looks like something from like Heidi. Doesn't it look like Heidi with those little sleeves and this right here? It just reminds me the Heidi story. Okay, so that's actually a lot of stuff. I do think I'm going to keep the little turtle one because it's just, I don't know if I would ever frame it, but if I ever did, it would be so cute. So let's see. So I'm not getting rid of much at all, but I'm just gonna put my quilt back across here so the quilt is taking up the whole thing. Maybe I should put the quilt on the top. Let me take it out and put the quilt on the top, so I feel like I might need that before I need this heavy thing. How about that? Okay. And maybe this blanket not on the very bottom. I think I'll put this on the very bottom. It just takes up so much space. I don't even know why, but this is one of those things where I was like, that's really pretty, and look how warm it is. And actually it's boiling hot is really what it is. But it's so pretty, so I got roped in because it's pretty. And I really do like it still. I still don't want to get rid of it. Okay, let's put this on top of that. And then let's put this on top of that. I'm just gonna put this on one side so I can see the quilt maybe, hopefully, although I'm not sure I can't see it because I'm gonna put this on top of it. Oh my gosh, what have I done? It doesn't go that way. What am I doing wrong? I feel sure I'm doing something wrong. Is it supposed to? I don't know. It's supposed to sit this way. I don't know. I'm not gonna spend all day trying to figure it out. Okay, so I've got these. I'm gonna put those down there too. And then these are the extras. Put them on top because they're really the nicest. And then I'll, let's see. I said I was gonna get rid of all these. I was just about to stick them back in there, but I'm getting rid of all those. That I had piled up to do that. So let me put that over here with the pile of cute little baby clothes. I probably should have gotten rid of the baby clothes 30 years ago when I moved into this house. That would have made more sense. I would really like to figure out why this will not fit. Because this is supposed to go sideways, and that's really what I want it to do. Maybe if I got my finger on the way. Yeah, there we go. See, I'm not completely crazy, just a little bit crazy. Should have put those shams on the bottom because I don't use them at all. Whatever. That's good enough. I'll go through this again someday and I will figure it out. Okay, so that's all for the decluttering portion. We can have a quick chat about what's going on with my day. All the drama that my life has become. Let's put this right here. So, my day was going absolutely fantastic until, this might be a little shifty, I'm not sure. Until, okay, so I've been trying to sell my old Buick. So I bought, and have I told you I bought a new Buick? But it's old. So I bought this old Buick from somebody we knew. I was looking for, oh, sorry, my hair is just, what is happening? It's just sticking out. I don't know. Whatever. I was looking to buy a Volvo. This is actually not a short story. I was looking to buy a Volvo, and when all that, can't remember if I talked about this or not, but when all that drama happened with the Crown, all the Crown drama, when that happened, my appointment got changed from Monday to Wednesday. I might have already told this. If I did, I'm sorry. When I know I told that part. Wednesday, I went to the dentist, I got the Crown, and then I was looking at Volvos. That's what I was planning on getting, except I'd never seen one ever in person. or if I had, it'd been years if I'd seen them. I'm sure I had, but like there's almost none around here. Some of them, some people have SUVs, but this was actually a car I wanted. So Spencer and I, after the dentist appointment, Spencer and I met, we went to lunch. I was getting out of the truck. It was the weirdest thing. I was getting out of the truck. A car drove by. I wasn't paying any attention. And Spencer said, "That's the car you're looking at." And immediately I said, "That is ugly. If you drive a Volvo, I'm sorry. I don't know why, but I didn't like it." There's a different number. They have different numbers. There's a different number I saw the other day and I did like it. So it's not that I dislike every Volvo. It just happened to be this one particular one. So it drove by and he was like, "That's the one." And I said, "That's ugly. And it's too small." Because I'm still cleaning houses and I carry all kinds of stuff in my back seat or in my truck. Not the back seat, in the trunk. I want the trunk to be a certain size. And even the car I got, it's not even big enough. It's not as big as the trunk of the car that I'm getting rid of. Which is, by the way, annoying. But it's just not as much room. And I didn't want an SUV. I've already got a truck. I've got a full-size truck. And in the truck, I put my cleaning stuff in the back seat. So it takes up like the entire back seat. So then I have a cooler I take with me and my purse. And sometimes I usually have a gym bag. Even if I'm not going to the gym, it's got extra stuff in there that I might need. So I carry that with me as well. So there's just all the stuff in the front seat. The back seat's full of cleaning stuff. It's just crazy. I feel crowded all the time. So I like having the car. That way I can shove all that stuff into the trunk and then feel calmer in the car, or just have the few things next to me, my purse and the gym bag or whatever. So I like having a good sized trunk. And so when I saw that car, I was like, I bet that, when I said it's too small, it's mostly the trunk I'm worried about. And not even realizing when I got this car that is not new at all. It's a 2009, getting it home and starting to try to load my stuff in it. I'm just like, I cannot win. It's big enough, but it's a very tight squeeze for everything I want to put in the trunk. So even with that, but now the good news is I'm not going to clean houses the rest of my life. At some point I am going to, retire and move on. And so I do plan to keep this car a long time, but I don't, I'm not even cleaning house every day right now. So it's not as big of a deal as it was back in the day when I was cleaning all the time. It's not a big deal like it was. But I'm also realizing that I was right about that Volvo. The trunk would be way too small. Like I would have a vacuum cleaner in my back seat, which I don't want to do. I don't want to muck up my back seat with dirty stuff. If I'm going to muck up something, I want to muck up the trunk with it. So like the vacuum cleaner, it's not that clean. I mean, it's not horrible, but there's dirt and stuff on it from loading it up and taking it everywhere. So I just want that stuff in the trunk. I don't want it in the back seat. And then in my truck, I can fold the seats up. So I keep the seats folded up. So it's just the floor is what I'm using in the back seat. I'm not piling stuff on. Spencer, I don't understand, but he keeps his seats down and he piles all kinds of stuff on it. I don't understand that. And he's better with spatial relations than I am. But for me, it makes more sense to put the seats up and then have that whole area kind of like a trunk. So that the seats are pushed up this way. They go up, or you can push them down. Well, I have them up. And then I have all this room here, and I can put groceries in there too. So there's plenty of room for cleaning stuff or groceries, whatever it is I need it for. So anyway, because that dentist appointment got changed and I actually saw that Volvo in person, because we were gonna have a Volvo shipped here. I was gonna pick one out. I wasn't really seeing what I was wanting as far as colors, but I was gonna pick one out and have it shipped here. Because that appointment, you can find a silver lining in everything if you want to. Because of that appointment, I saw that car in person, and Spencer had tried to get me to go to the place. I didn't want to go. There's one Volvo here in town. I think I've already told this, but there's one Volvo here in town, and it's been hit by a train. Like really? Not here in town, in Memphis. There's one somewhere in Memphis. I think it's a dealership, and I didn't want to go to the dealership because they're pushy. And I wasn't going to buy the one hit by a train. He just wanted me to go look at it, sit in it, and test drive it, see if I even liked it before we paid $300 or $400 to have one shipped here, or depending. Sometimes it's more than that. So all because my appointment got changed, I realized I don't want a Volvo. Nothing wrong with them. I just, they're great cars, actually. Very, very nice cars, very good. They're luxury cars. And I was going to get a used one, and it was going to end up costing me, with tax and everything, it was going to end up costing me about $25,000 for about a 2018, which I was personally not excited about. I haven't had a car payment in 100 years, and I was going to pay cash for this. I was still not going to have a car payment. I'm sorry, my eye is itching. I was still not going to have a car payment. Okay, so but I was gonna have to use up a bunch of money. Obviously, 25,000 is a lot to just, you know, hand it over, right? And that's painful for me. I didn't want to do it. So, in the meantime, like 2 days later, this car fell into our lap. It's a beautiful car. It's a 2009. One thing that I don't like about it, it's white, and I did not want a white car. I had said to him, no white, no gray, no black. I didn't want, and really, I would have preferred, if I had to pick one of those, I would have wanted gray because I think it shows a little bit less dirt. The white, just everything just like gloms onto it. Is crazy. And I think the same thing with black. Any little dust, you can see it. Now, I've been driving a very dark colored car, but it was teal colored. I wanted a color, which is hard to find. And then my truck is navy. So I wanted a color. I'm really into color. I want, you know, look behind me. Very colorful here. I like color. Color makes me happy. I didn't want black, white, or gray. So I'm driving a white car now. So the girl that has wanted my teal Buick forever, she's wanted it for years. She was like, when you sell that, I want it. So I was like, okay. So I told her how much it was. Now there's some problems with it. That's why the only reason I'm selling it, because there's problems that we could not fix. So still something in my eye. Anyway, she came by today. She brought her husband and her mechanic, and they all talked about it. We gave them privacy to talk about it. Obviously, you know, we know there's problems. We've been trying to fix the problems, and we want her to be satisfied and happy and to know that he can fix it. So he's confident he can fix it. She wants it. She says she'd be back. She's like, can you hold it for 2 days? I'm like, already. I've been wanting to get this car off my property for like a week because I got this other car about a week ago. And ever since that car got here, I'm ready for my car to go. I just want it to go to its home, you know, because we have a carport and 3 cars don't fit in the carport, 3 vehicles. We've got 2 big trucks and then this new car and then the old car. You can't fit 3 vehicles into the carport. I can fit like half of my truck under there. So I put the car first and half my truck. So if it's like bad weather or something, the front part of the truck will be okay because it'll be under the carport. But that's as much of it as I can get. And Spencer's on the other side. So the other car is just sitting out and I'm just ready for it to go. You know, once I was done, I loved it. I was so happy with the car. I loved it. I drove it all the time. I wanted it. I didn't want to sell it. I was very upset about the whole thing, but now I'm done. You know, once I'm done, I'm done. So she came by today. She's like, can you hold it? I'm like, oh, but I am thrilled. I'm thrilled she's taking it. So she's like, I just need 2 days. I'm like, that's fine. Sure, that's fine. Whatever, the bank, this, that, or the other. And I'm not charging her that much. And the thing that's strange about that is she's driving a brand new Mercedes. And I'm like, you knew you were coming over here this weekend. Why didn't you get the money out and then you would just have it with you? I don't understand that. I would have just had the money with me. And she's like, well, I can't get that much out of the ATM right now. You've been knowing since Thursday you were coming over here. I don't ask questions. But again, I would have liked to have the money in hand today so I could, one thing, get it off my insurance, because we've been insuring this car for months and I've barely been driving it because there's a problem. You know, we can't figure out what the problem is. So I've got a car I'm barely driving, right? For months and months and months, insuring it for no reason. Or, you know, you have to, but you know what I'm saying, like not using it. So anyway, I was thrilled. I was so thrilled. Well, yesterday I washed the other car. Spencer waxed it. I had washed it. Unbeknownst to us, and he doesn't know that if the owners knew or not, and I'm over here like, are you serious? How could they not know? I don't know. Maybe they didn't know. I'm not going to even pretend to know. I don't know. There's some sort of leak going into the back seat, and so the floorboards, especially the passenger side floorboard in the back, these are both in the back, sopping wet from me washing the car yesterday. As far as we know, that's what it was. As far as we know, it was just from yesterday. So for 24 hours, the floorboard, that carpeting has been sopping wet. Sopping wet. Better, even better than this. Spencer's very smart. He knows a lot about cars. He's like, let's turn the hose on. I'm gonna spray, spray, spray and see if I can find where it's coming in. And then he sat in the car and he had me spray, spray, spray and see. He's having a hard time seeing where the water's coming in. Isn't that fantastic? Hard to fix if you don't know where it's coming from. So I'm like, great. I won't drive it if a monsoon is coming. How about that? If we know there's going to be like bad rain or maybe even 30% chance of rain, maybe I'll just keep the car at home because I got the truck. The truck runs fast. The truck has over 300,000 miles. It's a Ford F-150. Spencer's got a Ford F-150. His has got almost 200,000 miles. They are great vehicles. Frugal Fit Mom tells everybody, don't buy a Ford. And I'm like, you're doing people a disservice because you're saying don't buy a Ford because she had a couple of Ford cars that were terrible. This is a Ford truck. It's both of them. This is not the first Ford truck we've had, or these are not the first two. We've had other Ford trucks. We had Rangers before, but now we have the full size. These are great trucks. The thing has got 300,000 miles. Now, I mean, it could poop out tomorrow, just like the Buick was doing great till it wasn't, right? But they know what's wrong with it, and they're going to fix it and drive it. So who knows how far it'll go, and I'm thrilled for her. But I'm just like, there is so much drama in my life. I have started a gratitude journal because I've been so negative because there's something wrong all the time. I feel like something is wrong all the time in my life, and I do not understand this, but it's just ongoing. Now, the floorboard of the car that I just bought, paid cash for, it's all mine. It's all mine now. Floorboard's sopping wet. So Spencer, anyway, he got the shop vac and he got the water out. I mean, it's going to be fine, hopefully. But I mean, he was like, when you fix the front seats to go forward, you know, that little kind of metal railing it's on. He says, oh yeah, this isn't new at all, which I didn't really think it was. He said, this has been going on because this is rusted. But he said, since it's in the back seat, they might not have ever known. I'm like, how could they not know? At some point, would you not have stuff back there and know? But I'll tell you, the only reason I knew, and it was sopping, it wasn't just a little wet, it was sopping wet. The reason I knew is because I've been vacuuming out the Ford F-150, mine, all day long. I was cleaning hers out a little bit, the one that she's going to be taking, the Buick she's going to take. I've been cleaning that out some more. I decided to get the vacuum and clean the F-150 because I don't do it a whole lot. I've got really good floor mats, and a lot of that you can just pick the floor mat up and, you know, shove the dirt outside and then put it back down. And so a lot of it's not that dirty, but I hadn't vacuumed it in forever, so I took everything out, vacuumed, put it all back in. No leaks in that truck, thank goodness. But all this I was like, well, I'll do this in the car too, because I'd noticed some of it wasn't cleaned out as much as I would have wanted it to be. There's some dirt in there I would have wanted to get up. If I was selling it, I would have got it up. But she's like around 80, so, you know, she couldn't do everything. But they did wash it and clean it up pretty good. So I wanted to vacuum it out a little bit more. That's the only reason I picked up the floor mat, and I was like, and it was weird because the week that I brought it home, I noticed there was some water under my seat, and I don't know where that came from. But it wasn't sopping wet like this, but there was some water under the passenger seat, but it was like under my seat, but going into the back. So I don't know. It's crazy. So he's probably going to have to replace some things as far as that goes. But I paid this is a 2009, the whole reason I bought this, it was a 2009 Buick Lucerne, it's really nice. The one that I'm getting rid of is a LeSabre. It's also really nice, but this has a lot of bells and whistles on it that I'm not used to because I'm always driving old cars. So I only paid $4,000. That's the good news. $4,000 is not much for a used car, not at all. And this car only had 35,000 miles on it. So I still feel like it's a really good deal if we can figure out where this water is coming from and get it dried up. So right now he's got a fan on it. He sucked up a lot with his wet dry vac, and then he's got a fan on it right now. Also, they had this, I don't know how it wasn't just leaking all the time, because if it's happening with rain, they had it parked outside. This is the one thing I didn't like about it. This was the biggest downside is it's white, and the other big downside is I don't know that it's ever been parked inside. So it's 2009, it's been parked outside the whole time, or at least as far as at their house, I think it's been the whole time. So it had all kinds of funk on it, like dark, I don't know if it's sap from the tree. There's a tree over it, so I'm not really sure, but there's so much stuff on it. Anyway, we got a lot of that cleaned off, so that's good. So a lot of that is gone now, thank goodness, because it looked raggedy. They washed it, but you know, you had to kind of have a brush and go into the cracks and crevices to get some of this other gunk out. So we got rid of a lot of gunk between last week and then also working on it yesterday. So it's looking a lot better. Now, if we can just figure out where this leak is, but I'm just like, it is something every day. And I'm trying so hard to be grateful. I'm trying not to let things ruffle my feathers because I feel like I've been a little off my rocker, just a tad. But I'm like, I'm really trying so hard. I'm trying to be sunshiny and happy and just take things as they are. And then this water has just been dumped on me. And then he says, this is rusty. This has been going on a while. And then he says, I don't know that they knew about it. And I'm over here like, it's kind of like the gas leak because it had a fuel leak. How in the world did you not smell that? As soon as I turned the key, I smelled it. Very strong. And then at our house, once I parked it, it was even stronger. Like for hours. If you have a gas leak in your car, it smells outside of your car for hours. That's apparently the norm because I read up on it a little bit. So we knew Spencer didn't smell it at their house. I smelled it first thing. I was like, oh, something's not right, but this is only $4,000. I'm sure whatever that is, it's fixable. And like, I didn't even tell them. I was like, I'm buying this car. I was very excited about this car. I'm like, this car's mine. We'll worry about whatever that smell, whatever that gas smell is. We'll deal with it later. So he's already fixed that. So that is fixed for sure. But it's like, oh my gosh. I just want, now that that's fixed, I just want to drive the car and be happy. But I did drive it to Jackson to see my dad. That's over an hour. It was like 70 miles. 70 miles one way. So I already drove it there, drove it back. Everything went fine, except for whatever's going on with this water that I don't even know for sure. I don't know. I think it came in yesterday. I hope it came in yesterday when I was washing it, not some other time. But it hasn't really been raining, or when it was raining, I had it parked under the carport. So it wasn't sopping wet when I got it. That one little area was wet when I got it, and then we got a lot of that water up. But it wasn't sopping wet like this. So it wasn't sopping wet when I got it, but now it is. So anyway, it's always something. I should just title this, It's Always Something, because it is. So anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this tiny little declutter. It wasn't a lot, but it is what it is. I really, when I open these spaces up and drawers and things, I don't even know what's in there. So I don't even know what we're doing. But anyway, I didn't declutter that much, but I did get some things out. And I'm going to post a picture to the Minimal Mom group, and she gives out prizes. I won a long time ago, but we have many more people in the group than we did. Probably like twice as many people as we did at the time. So I don't expect to win anything, but I will probably post it if I don't forget, which I might, because there's a lot of drama going on with the car. Anyway, love you guys. I hope you have a great week, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.